called in around 4 a.m. from the 800 block of Countryside Trailer Park in South Fargo. This is a live look where you can see the flames are out, but damage is quite significant. We've been watching investigators moving through the rubble, as you see there, for the past hour or so, looking for the cause. Fire crews tell us they're also trying to determine if anyone is living here, but say no one was inside at the time of the fire, and so far no one has been hurt. Schools across the country are struggling with staffing troubles, everything from bus drivers to teachers. It's been an issue in the Valley, too, and West Fargo School Board members are hoping they have the solution. Last night, they unanimously approved a one-time stipend to give all staff members $500 for full-time educators working more than 30 hours a week, $400 for part-timers, and $250 for substitutes who worked in the district in the 2021-22 and 22-23 school years. The stipend will come with no hike on property taxes. It'll be covered by pre-budgeted ESSER funds, which are awarded to school districts for financial impacts from COVID-19. Fargo school administrators are discussing a proposal similar to West Fargo's that will be taking place on September 27th. He was one of the faces of the 1997 flood disaster in the Northern Valley. Former East Grand Forks Mayor Lynn Stauss has died of kidney disease at the age of 77. He served as mayor for more than 2 decades and was instrumental in the city's flood fight and recovery. Funeral services are Friday at 11 a.m. at Hope Church in Grand Forks. 6:52 on our Tuesday. Time now for our Storm Team forecast. Good morning, Lisa Green.
Good morning. We're looking at a quiet start to the day today in Fargo and beyond. This is our live view right now in Fargo. At the interchange between 32nd Avenue South and I-29, looks like we've got a vehicle on the side of the road there. That's on the northbound off-ramp onto 32nd Avenue, so heading eastward there. So looking at maybe some issues for anybody trying to be on the off-ramp there. You want to watch out for that vehicle. Here's a look at our conditions right now. Calm air, nice and quiet to start. It's 46 degrees, not too bad in Fargo and in Moorhead. And we've got some mainly clear skies out there. There are some clouds drifting through, some high clouds around Fargo and in the south and up north. We'll see more of that as the day goes on. Here's a look at your planner for today out at the bus stop this morning. 51, not bad for the kids heading out to school here this morning, this afternoon. A little more of a breeze, more clouds, and temperatures not as warm as we've been. A high of 71 today. And we stay in the 70s through the rest of the week, but change is coming with rain returning as early as late Wednesday.
A beautiful Tuesday. Be sure to take advantage. Thank you so much for the updates, Lisa. 6:53 this morning as more than 100 veterans from the Red River Valley are waking up on their final day of the honor flight in Washington, D.C. The Valley Today's Jordan Schreier is live in our nation's capital with what the veterans saw and what they can expect today. Hey there, Jordan. Good morning.
Good morning, Ashlyn. It is a beautiful morning here in Washington, D.C., a beautiful scene for you. We are at the World War II Memorial, just one of the places that the veterans will be going to today on their final day here on this honor flight. Take a look at some of the sights that they're going to be seeing here. This beautiful fountain, the backdrop of it, of course, that's the Lincoln Monument honoring the president who took us through the Civil War. Now, this city is just full of beautiful monuments and memorials just like this one. Now, yesterday they were able to take in the Air Force Memorial along with the Navy Memorial and Iwo Jima. Now, one of the most heart-touching moments was when they went to Arlington National Cemetery. You see the rows and rows and rows of those white gravestones. We also were able to witness the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown. A touching moment for many of these veterans. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
You look at all those graves out there and you think at every stone you see out there, there could be 30 to 40 people that mourn that one person. And you multiply that by every stone you've seen out there. It caused a lot of grief, and some of it you have to wonder.
Yeah, definitely some solemn emotions there as they were going through Arlington National Cemetery. And now today expected to be another full day for them here in Washington, D.C. As I mentioned, we will be here at the World War II Memorial yet this morning. Then we will also be going over to the Korean War Memorial and the Vietnam War Memorial. Now, those are expected to be emotional times for these veterans, many of them serving during the Korean era and the Vietnam era. Now, one thing that hit me when speaking to them, especially the Vietnam veterans, I should say, is that they say when they came home from the war originally, no thank yous, not a lot of fanfare. they didn't feel like they were honored for their service, and we are all changing that now thanks to the men and women at home who have donated to this honor flight. Hopefully we can show them all just how proud we are that they fought for our freedom. Now we will be flying in later tonight to the Grand Forks Air Force, to the Grand Forks Airport next to the Grand Forks Air Force Base, and we will have the very latest on that tonight on Valley News Live.
Stunning views this morning and even more incredible coverage live from our nation's capital. Safe travels. Thank you so much for your reports. Jordan Schreier, everybody. Time now is 6:56. Jurors in a Fargo murder trial got a look at the suspect talking and singing to himself in an interrogation room following his arrest and the death last summer of 14-year-old Jupiter Paulson. Arthur Colley is accused of the deadly attack, which took place behind Party City last June. He told detectives he smoked meth the day before the killing and that sometimes he talks to himself. He claims both make him not remember things.
Walking in the woods, walking in the woods, walking in the woods.
You hear him repeating walking in the woods there. Testimony resumes this morning, and it's expected to be the last day for the state to call any witnesses. It's not clear if Colley will take the stand himself. It's 20 years in prison for a man who shot 3 people at a downtown Fargo bar last February. A judge sentenced 44-year-old Brandon Grant yesterday. Security video shows him inside the Bismarck Tavern where he was punched multiple times, then got involved in a fight. Grant then pulled out a handgun and shot 3 men. Investigators are looking for the cause of a fire that badly damaged the former school in Nash, North Dakota in Walsh County. Several departments spent more than 5 hours trying to put out the flames that were reported around midnight Sunday. The school has been closed for more than 10 years now. Folks in the Valley should take note if you're booking with Amtrak. For the first time in 30 years, America's railroad workers could soon strike and bring the nation's railways to a jarring halt. Railroads and unions are at odds over sick time and missed work penalties, and there's a Friday deadline looming. If freight workers strike, passenger trains will have to scale back or shut down altogether. Amtrak is preemptively suspending service on some of its long-range routes, mostly out of Chicago, ahead of that possible freight rail strike. Now, that's the route that serves North Dakota as well as Minnesota. Amtrak says it doesn't want cross-country passenger routes getting stuck during a strike if it were to take place. The procession of Queen Elizabeth's flag-draped coffin to St. Giles Cathedral marched through Edinburgh, Scotland Monday afternoon. As the procession got underway, the Queen's 4 children, King Charles, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward, followed the hearse on foot. The Queen's coffin was taken to the cathedral where it will rest for the next 24 hours, giving members of the public a chance to pay their condolences to the late Queen. And winter is right around the corner, and the Salvation Army is again partnering with Hornbachers to collect new or gently used coats and other winter clothing for children and adults. There are collection bins at every Hornbachers store throughout Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo. Donations will be accepted until the end of the month. 1 minute away from 7 o'clock on your Tuesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, a recap of our honor flight with our very own Jordan Schreier, all available online. Just head on over to thevalleynewslive.com for those beautiful live shots and those heartwarming stories from our very own veterans right here across the region. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming right up right now with me and Lisa Green on the Fargo CW. We'll see you there. Take care, everybody.